If your dog has eye allergies, you want to make sure you're doing the best you can to help prevent as much of it as you can, especially in the spring and summer months as all of that pollen comes out and really irritates your poor dog's eyes. Now, my dogs for the last decade and a half have had really bad eye allergies, but no one has been worse than poor Gemma. She is a puppy that suffers, and so we are going above and beyond to help her with eye allergies, especially right now as the world is just filled with pollen. So the first thing that I do is use water wipes. Water wipes are incredibly helpful for me because I'm able to go in and clean up her eye allergies without using any kind of rough paper towels. Water wipes are specifically made for babies, but not exclusively used on babies. There are no chemicals. There's nothing in it except the actual wipe. And then it's moist, it's got water on it. So this is going to be a very gentle way for you to remove a lot of those eye allergies, whether they are a little bit more liquidy or a little bit more crusty. It's really very helpful for removing a lot of those eye allergies. It's also incredibly helpful to clean up the rest of the face. So as you are taking your dog inside and outside, they're going out into those allergens, they're bringing them back in. You want to make sure you are wiping off their face, not just the eyes, not just when it gets kind of icky, but you want to actually wipe away where that pollen was because their noses will be down on the ground, in the grass. They're going to be smelling flowers and the tree pollen's going to fall on them when they're outside. So just removing that irritant can really help and make a really big difference. You also want to make sure that you're washing off the rest of your dog's body. Now, this is not like a full bath, but take the water wipes and wipe down their paws, the paws that just walk through the grass and the allergens that they often use to scratch their face or to chew on. You want to make sure you're wiping off their legs and their tummy and their chest and just kind of wipe them down. Now, depending on your dog's allergy intensity, you may want to do this more or less. For my Lucy, I really don't have to do this very often. At nighttime during our bedtime routine, I'll kind of wipe her down a little bit, but I don't have to worry too much about her. Even though she has some allergies, they're not super intense. Gemma, however, in the summer months when it's really polleny outside, I do it every single time she comes inside. I am wiping her whole body down so that she does not transfer those allergens to her face. I want to make sure they are not on her as much as possible when I bring her in. So the second we get in the door, we're wiping down the face and then we're wiping down the rest of her body, especially on her paws, to get rid of those allergens both on the paw pads and on the top of her feet, because that's going to be where it picks up the most because she's out in the grass. She's out doing all of those things. Now, another thing that I do for my girls is give them Immune Bites from Zesty Paws. Now, you've heard me talk about them in other videos. I really, really like the company. I really like the products that they are creating. And the Immune Bites have worked really well for us to the point where I had emptied a bag and I went to get out another bag and somebody handed me the wrong bag. Their packaging is all the same color. And so they handed me something else and I didn't look at it. I just opened it and gave it to them. And I thought the consistency was different, but I didn't think that much of it. And so for a week, I was giving them the wrong thing. When I realized what happened, when I actually looked at the bag and realized it wasn't the Immune Bites, it made sense why their allergies had gotten so much worse. When I put them back on it, very, very helpful. So the Immune Bites are really, really good for helping your dog's allergies. Will they solve all the problems? No. Do they make a significant impact in making it better? Yes. Now, Gemma has been on the Cytopoint shot, and she was too young until recently to be on Apoquel, but I've used Apoquel on Jada before I had my dogs now, and it didn't do any good. Gemma is in the, I think she said 5, my vet said 5% of the population doesn't respond to Cytopoint, and Gemma is in that very small percentage. And so nothing the vet has given us, nothing the vet has suggested has helped Gemma. The Immune Bites have, and I cannot say enough good things. Hopefully they will work for you as well, but with my dogs, they have worked really, really well. And with some of my friends' dogs, they have worked really, really well as well. And so you want to make sure you're doing things to help with those allergens. I also got some advice from a veterinarian who said, bee propolis is very, very helpful for them. So if you get bee propolis, it's just powder inside of a little capsule, and you can talk to your vet about the dosage. The vet recommended to me. You can actually look some of these things up on social media. They're very active about having these conversations, but talk to your vet for the proper dosage for your dog and give that to them with their food. I just open up a capsule because the ones that I bought are a little bit too much for my dogs. And so I just kind of split it between Lucy and Gemma. I sprinkle it on their food and they just eat it every morning, and that is supposed to help. So bee propolis is also called bee glue, and it just helps with some of those environmental allergies. You can, of course, do things like add a little bit of honey, local honey, for those allergens to your dog's food as well, but if you're going to be giving your dog something that is not like the Allerimmune bites, check with your vet before you do it to make sure that you're giving the proper dosage. It's not going to interfere with anything else they're doing. It really is potentially going to help them. There's a lot that happens when it comes to allergies, so we have lots of videos on it. We're tracking Gemma's journey and Lucy's journey here on the channel. So as I'm learning new things, you're learning new things as well. And anytime I find products or different suggestions, I'm bringing them to you here too. And I'm also bringing vets onto the channel to have conversations with us. So this is a great place to be if your dog has allergies, whether they are eye or ear or skin allergies. We are suffering from all of them with my puppies. So we're bringing you all the information we can as we are learning it. We also talk about different ways that you can be taken care of, especially those skin allergies, with some really great products. So follow along, check out the playlist down below, and we'll see you in our upcoming daily videos helping you navigate the world of dog parenthood so you can level up for your pup and give them the best life possible while making it as easy as possible on you. We'll see you then.